Mm-hmm. 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 Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy.
Hey, that's pretty good.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the new edition of the PGA 2K25 Masterclass. I'm your host, Dax. We went through historic one-rounders today. You'll have to check in, see how we did. We made a run at the top. You'll just have to see where we ended up. But be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. I need some more interaction. Love you guys. Views are awesome. Appreciate all the support. But enjoy the video.
I just wanted to say thanks.
All right, guys, let's go through the course settings here as we always do before every round. Let's see, yellow pin, so back tee this time. Pin 3, medium wind. Looks like firm fairway, so pretty typical. Firm greens, going to play pretty typical, going to have a decent bounce. Medium speed, probably going to be close to that 121 number we were yesterday in historic. Playing Cherry Hills, CC. I don't know if I've played this one yet. Not a big fan of LiDAR courses, but we're going to get her going. All right, enjoy the video. All right, let's get it going here. On the first tee box, just went over the settings. All right, so we got a little creek to the right, bunker to the left with the wind pushing. Power drive, you know, they're playing firm, so I might be able to get it up there. So I'm going to give it a go. Worst case, I'm in that rough short and just flop it up there and, you know, call it a day. Haven't taken any swings yet. I actually probably should have took some practice swings. Let's take one. Not terrible. We'll just roll with it. Just gonna call it a day with that, huh? I recommend practicing before you play any rounds that are important to you. I'm not always the best at doing that. Yeah, it's kind of what I figured what was gonna happen. Probably should have just hit a regular drive there. See a pretty severe slope after. They're 127, so they're a little quicker than the typical 121s. You know, we're on a pretty flat spot. Let me get a thought process here. With it being upslope and not being warmed up yet, I'm just going to flop it. If you chip that, you just got to be real careful. You could easily get down there with a breaking putt. Pretty much just want to flop it in the cup. It should release just a hair. I'm going to flight it a little bit to get it just a hair further. Little upslope. Overswing doesn't kill you here. Underswing isn't awful either. I almost made it.
Go, birdie pot.
You know, as I said, you can make those sometimes if you can play the rollout. If you perfect them, you don't get much rollout. I'm not good at perfecting those. I'll be completely honest.
Currently sitting at 1 under par.
All right, so there's one down. Let's get it going.
All right, let's go. We got a par 4.
All right, we got 11 miles an hour wind to kind of mess with here. We're gonna. I mean, I always try to get down there. I don't care about my yardage in as much. We're gonna go under that tree right there in front of us. The 11 mile an hour wind. We're probably gonna end up around here. So probably play it, you know, somewhere around there. Yeah, I mean, there's really no sense to hit it this far. But if I'm hitting into the wind on my approach, which I should be because the direction was set, then I want to be further down because of the wind in and everything. So let's hit it down there. If we end up in a little bit of rough, you know, early test isn't the worst thing. A little bit open, not the side I wanted to miss to be honest. But that's not too bad. 90% lie. So gonna have to go up a club to the 56 for sure. Wind's going to help us with the spin, relatively slow greens. Rough doesn't really kill you here. It really hurts on the firm, fast ones where you need to get that spin. But like I said, I should have laid up there. I don't always play smart, but you don't have to do as I do as I say to be good. Yeah, so lay up there. Yeah, I don't make sense sometimes. 10, 11. It is a wedge, so it's not going to do quite as much. 90% would be, 113-ish. So let's put it out there, 113-ish, flight it a little bit, get rid of some spin, it is upslope a hair. So it will get flighted a little more into that wind. Well, can't blame it on the strike. And yeah, I got more of it than if you put it perfect, you're going to get the high end of that. So I got 95%. That's just one of the risks of
right to left, going downhill.
going in the rough early. All right, so like I said, 127s. Just get a look at it here. All right, so we're going to add just a little bit because they're slow. It's not going to roll out that much past the hole at a faster speed. It is just going to break a little bit down this hill. They're slower, so it won't break as much as a faster green downhill. That might even be too much, but I don't want to underplay it.
Looking pretty good.
Ooh,
and
that one hurts, but it's all right.
Tap this one on in and move on our way.
I kind of had a thought that I was probably on the high side there, but it's all right. You're not going to make every putt. I mean, nobody is. Unless they're cheating in some capacity, then they might make every putt. That doesn't mean if you play somebody in a rank, they're cheating because they made every putt. Don't misconstrue that. Because I've had days where I don't miss on the green. All right, so they are firm, so it should bounce up there and then slow down quite a bit. Let's see. Yeah, I think the wind's going to help enough here that we can give it some backspin, just play it over here a little ways. Fade it a little bit with the wind. I don't want to flirt with that tree limb, so let's just straighten it out here. Missed it a little, pull close side, but
nice. That's
still kind of getting a swing going here today. I mean, driving a green or close to either having a chip here or a putt. I mean, you got a chance at eagle, so you can't really be mad at it.
Putt for eagle. Sounds good.
Always take out the pin on these longer ones even. You will miss it more if the pin's in. Promise. All right, so first break normally dictates on a double breaker. It's not going to break much. You're going to hit it hard, so it's not going to do as much in the beginning. It is going to want to go left there in the middle for sure. And then it's going to want to kind of trace back to the right. I hope that my lawnmower guy isn't getting picked up on the mic here, but so I apologize if you hear a lawnmower go by here in a minute. Because, yeah, he's right by the door. I can hear him.
Looking good so far? This really looks good. Oh, is it going to go?
It needs to turn back here.
Oh, yes.
Just like that. You can make a long putt.
Nicely done.
Think about your lawnmower. Boom. You make a long putt for eagle. That putt you just lipped out last hole hurts a lot less. Hurts a lot less.
And a heads up this hole. We got a tailwind blowing with.
All right, we're going to go ahead and move over on this side of the tee box. Most likely, no, we're going to be playing a draw here. So let's go ahead and give it max draw. Downwind. I mean, that tree is going to be an issue with a power drive. Probably an issue with the regular drive. So I'm just going to, let's see. I mean, if I'm drawing it from here, it should miss that tree on this line. I've had instances where I will hit this tree, though. So let's see. What am I gaining? That's where I go next. Because, yes, I want to be 120 in instead of 150 in. But is it worth the risk of possibly hitting this tree? So I'm going to pull it back a little and go a little right. And I'm going to try to just land kind of by that bunker. No, I mean, it's just not worth the risk. And then hopefully it just kicks a little left here. And it didn't, but it's okay.
Unlucky. And here's our second shot on the fourth.
Pulling it back there really saved me from potentially hitting the tree on the down or the up. I mean, there's just so many variables that could go wrong there. All right, so we got a little backstop. We'll still get some spin because it's a higher percentage. Wind's only going to do a little because you're flip wedging it in. Maybe not even that much. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 would be 95-ish. I mean, yeah, I like that. It's down slope. Gonna pull it back one hair to the right on the lie. And then just put a good swing on it. A little bit of an overswing, but nothing hurt there. Should skip up there and settle next to the hole.
Look at this thing.
Just like that.
Distance dialed in on that one, pin high. All right, nice 3-footer to deal with. This putt's going a little to the left. It is short. And your
all right,
stroke's
nothing to
off
it.
the pace after that one.
Oh yeah, it's picking up. It's picking up the longer. I'm sorry, guys.
And we are presented with a par 5 here on the 5th.
It's done with this side at least. I think you've got one more pass, so. Anyways, let's reset here. Straighten out your shot like I always do. Sorry, I don't think I specified that early on. I know some viewers are going to be new. Also, if you haven't, like and sub, dude. I really, really need some more likes and subs to start getting the algorithm a little bit better. We're getting good views, so we're hitting the algorithm decently. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to give this some backspin, driver, flight it some with the right stick so it doesn't roll out as much. And then, yeah, I'll message you back here when I'm done. Yeah, just put a solid swing on it. It's a driver, so, and they're not like very extremely firm, so it's not going to run out too stupid far like
This one's about
some courses will.
out.
However, with it being a par 5, you want to get down there as far as you can for a lofted club in. All right, we got a backstop. We got a lot of stuff to play with here. Slow greens, backstop. Should be able to just throw a dart here. So like, I mean, you're playing the bounce and roll too. So up 5 from here. Somewhere around there for the win because it is up a little bit. And we don't want to land too short. A chip off the back wouldn't be impossible, but it wouldn't be what we want. So bring it back just a little bit more. And if you're a hair short, just accept that you're not off the back. 168. So go down to the 8 iron, go up to 168, and then take your breath and swing. Whew, I needed one of those. Yeah, it's kind of what I was afraid of. It's not going to get back there. But I have a tendency to fast rhythm and overswing, man, that really stinks now. And all I could see was this little false over here to the left. This false spot up here. I just saw myself running down that hill. But anyway, still got an uphill putt, which is the most makeable putts because they break the least. And you're going to smash this because it's a red slope. I mean, the fact that my ball came back down and they're 127s, I know I'm hitting it twice as far as the hole. I mean, I know it's going to break. I'm not going to add power. I kind of want to take some off, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to take off a foot. Yeah, just take off a foot there. All right, take a good look at this putt. It's an important putt. If you can knock it down, it's big. That's a big eagle here. It's not going to break much up the hill, but then at the top, it's going to curl. I'm thinking like right here. I keep going back there, so let's roll with that. Way too much. I closed it even too, and it still didn't matter.
5 foot.
And see, I took a foot off. If I didn't, it would have been even further away. But we kind of expected birdie after that approach in. Any way you look at it, so there was a lot better swing. And I'm glad that dropped. I was focused more on hitting my points. So.
And the person on top is leading by a stroke at the moment. And the headwind is definitely a thing on this hole.
All right, so we're into the wind here. It's probably going to have to go to a 6-iron, and it's going to stop quickly. I mean, I'd rather hit a 6-iron here. Full draw into the slope here, and let the wind stop it pretty much with the backspin. The backspin's going to make the ball. This is why wind doesn't feel consistent to use, because if you add backspin, the ball is going to fly. Every trajectory matters. I mean, trajectory is so important in this game. I know you can't see it on this in the settings for this society, but most of my other ones you will be able to. But anyway, your trajectory really plays an important factor on the wind. Obviously, I mean, we all play it in real life. We just don't always think about it in the game. I mean, I'd rather flip this a little long, to be honest, so I may have overplayed that. And it's maybe not as far as I anticipated, so we're going to club down, go 184 with flight, so we'll pull it back some, give it some flighting, help the ball stop quicker. Little pull close, not the miss we want there.
Oh, wow. High up.
Definitely not the miss we want there.
How it lands.
Because when you start
Okay,
messing with the wind and
greenside
then you
sand.
miss,
Let's see what you have.
you know, yeah, it's not fun. But nothing hurt here. Just gonna get up and down for the par. So just a little bit of backspin because you're coming uphill, so you're gonna it's gonna want to skip forward, and I don't want it to run too far away from this hole. So start at your hole 1, 2 in a little bit. Look at your feet. Know that you're gonna have to add quite a bit. All right, so we need to at least do a little bit more for the lie, and then we got quite a bit of an upslope. Maybe not. Yeah, I mean, left side's flatter, right side, yeah. So we do have a little bit of an upslope, so let's add, you know, a yard and a little bit. And we just want to make a makeable par putt here. Nothing else to it.
All right, nicely
Just
out
right
of
there next to the
sand. Now we're
hole.
putting.
Those are kind of hard
This
when you
one,
can't really
it's a
see
save.
what's on your foot lie. Because you don't know. Like, you're just kind of guessing. Anyway, so we got 127s. They're not going to break much until the end. I mean, that right there should be pretty solid. Yeah.
And it's a 2-stroke lead for our
Those
lead
are
up.
scary to me on slower greens, so sometimes you'll see me pause.
And the 7th hole is upon us.
All right, so no option over there. Don't really have a great option here with a power drive. It's into the wind, though. Probably not going to cover all that. So if we're going to hit the power drive, we want to do it over here. It's going to be into the wind. I mean, there's not really a huge advantage. Probably just going to hit a regular drive here. Give it some backspin. And just kind of let the wind hold it up from this. And just make sure we got a decent, or a wedge in, you know. If you got a wedge in, there's no reason not to, there's no reason not to kind of, you know, just lay up if you're not going to save a stroke. Because,
Hopefully this
you
will
know,
nestle itself nicely in the fairway.
there's not really a
And
point to
setting
power
up
drive and try to clear something there that
105
you might not
yards to the
clear when I'm going to be, you know, 54 at 56 out, most likely. Two up for the +6. A little bit more. I did de-spin it because it's into the wind and uphill. 10 mile an hour, roughly around there. A little bit right, and it's going to be flighted a little more for the slight upslope. 93% should knock it down from the wind some, though, so I'm going to readjust. Put a good swing on it.
Looks like
Might have been perfect if I didn't readjust.
Oh, that'll do.
And I mean, nothing hurt. Just left ourselves in a good position to make a birdie. That's all you really want. Add a little bit, go to the edge, hit it home.
Good work out there today. That's your
Those
4th
are
birdie so
pretty
far.
simple. Don't overthink them.
Next hole coming up, in your 5 strokes off the lead. Okay,
All
par
right.
3 for the 8th hole.
Hole 8 here. All right, so we're going to want to land like right around here. And then the wind. Gonna have to go to a 2-iron. This is a really hard pin location, let's be honest. If you feel confident with a draw, go draw. But I'm just going to draw as much as I can, let the wind do the rest of the draw. And hope the wind settles the ball. Up just a hair. 10. Lower trajectory. If we land short, we're probably parring every time. But if we get lucky and hit on the green, should be okay. I'm going to flight it some. And then we'll just try to hit this 94% shot. I think I overdrew it. Yeah.
Nice swing on.
I mean, it might be okay if it settles up here and doesn't roll all the way. Yeah. That's what I figured was going to happen. Well,
Okay, and from the outer
there's a putt.
reaches of this green.
Oh, we
Let's
get
see
to,
if you can get this to go.
well, we can chip because it's further
Yeah,
than
looks
our
like this
regular
one's going
putt.
pretty hard, right to left.
I mean, I don't really. I hate chipping on these greens, but I don't even know if you could chip. Honestly, I'll probably just lag putt and just accept my fade here. I don't think I've ever hit a lag putt though, to be honest. I don't normally play slow greens at. Well, I mean, I play this society, which has them, but normally you don't get red slopes on these. I mean, straight, it's almost straight through a lot of it. But once you get up here, it's. We're hitting a lag putt. We'd rather miss above the hole. I mean, you're playing for par. Everybody knows you're playing for par here. Something lucky drops, it drops. But I'd rather be right up here. And this is why I don't understand lag putts.
Oh,
They
come
make
on, ball. Come back
like
to us.
that
Come
makes
back.
no sense to me. I
Just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I guess I should have chipped it, but I didn't adjust the distance. I didn't overhit it. I went further up the hill. You know, there's just not a lot you can do there. Might have to settle for bogey here, which you won't see often. So stay tuned. See if we can chip this in. They're slow. Give it backspin so it settles and wants to drop quicker. A little bit. It should go a little bit to the left. I mean, I'm going to pretty much just let it roll, honestly. See what happens here.
Oh, really? Gone. For real.
Oh, brutal. Okay, just a few more inches to go.
All right. There's a bogey.
All right, we're done that one.
They're going to happen sometimes. Man, that could have just dropped
After
for
that,
me.
you've gone
Why
up
couldn't that
5.
just drop? Man, that's really tough. Oh well.
Got a right.
All right, now time to forget about that bogey. Power drive up the hill here. Hug the tree a little bit. Let the wind push it back to the center.
Nice looking shot.
Should have a
Hitting into
pretty
an elevated
nice end
green, you
here.
might need more club.
Oh, there's the weed eater. Anyway, going into the wind uphill, false front. Everything's going to want it to fall off this front. You really just want to land. You just want to be close to the hole here. So up 7. And then 10. Somewhere on there and a little less because it's uphill quite a bit. Foot slope. Somewhere around there. And add a couple yards for the up. Just 2 though, not 3. Wide it a little bit. Go back to 172. And just give it a good swing. All right, put a good swing on it. Go. Go, ball.
Good shot out
Yeah, I
there.
mean, we'll take
Nicely
that.
played. 6-foot putt.
Sorry. I apologize, guys. He must have, yeah, he just got out of school. Makes sense. Give it just a hair more power here. It's going to curl just a little bit, but not a lot. Something like there.
Yep, I
Whew.
knew you had it in
Got the
you.
high
Waiting
side.
to bounce back, birdieing this one.
Got lucky on that one. Thought it would
Won't
catch
need
a little more,
lads.
but
Great stuff. Leader
had a little bounce back
currently
there.
has a 1-stroke advantage on the field. All right, we head to the 10th. We got a par 4 ahead of us.
All right, so the fairway bounces right to left, so you want to land up here. Rough might not even be bad, but with that wind, you don't want to land in the rough. Let's reset, straighten your shot. Power drive for me almost always. It's downhill, so the wind's going to take it more, but it's also going to carry further. So we really want to kind of get risky with it. Play around here on the fairway, hit the right side. I'm going to give it a little bit of a draw to help just kind of keep it going straight. Just keep her
Great
going straight.
swing
Wind
on
didn't
that
take
one.
it very much at all.
This one could end in
if it ends
the
in the
rough.
rough, it ends in the rough.
And second
It's not what you
shot
want,
on the
but
10th coming up.
Let's see. Let's go approach shot here. If you have a 62, you can hit these shorter approach shots even with a lot of power. Not going to get much spin, so this is kind of ideal, actually. Just land up here above the hole, let it kind of kick to the left, and hopefully settle there below the hole. Kind of want to end up like right here. It's like what you hope for. Up a little. Wind's not going to do much at all. We'll adjust once we add some power for a little bit more, though. So we'll just go back here. And then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be 90%. Just a little bit more. 3 for wind. And then a little bit for the slope. Pretty flat otherwise. Slightly up, but it's nothing to do anything here. And then you lost some percent, so add 1.5 yards or so. Just have good touch on those. Now it needs to settle. Yeah, it came in low, and I knew it would, but for some reason I thought it would catch a little bit.
You could get down there to 7 under and close the deal. All right, you're starting this way out to the left. That putt will drop.
You can do it!
I honestly just kind of rushed that putt because I was frustrated with having that putt.
Strokes off the lead after that hole.
I am sorry that I didn't even talk about that putt. I just kind of, I was going to say, this is one of those that
11th hole. Have a good drive.
You just hope. I kind of flabbergasted it went in, to be honest, especially with an underswing. Glad I underswung. All right, anyway, back here on 11. Sorry, I'm still a little shocked. I just was like thinking out that I should have spoke my thought process. My apologies, guys. All right, pretty self-explanatory. Optimize your rollout with left and right stick there. Little pulley.
Terror coming off the club face. Powerful drive.
Not ideal at all.
Here's our second shot.
Especially with this tree in the way up here. No trajectory. We're just going to throw a draw up here. Oh, I don't even know if trying to clear that's the smart play, to be honest. I don't know. Little upslope's going to help the flight some. If I backspin, yeah, but you're going to lose 20 yards. You're going to land more back here, but you do have the wind at your disposal. Let's just see what happens. This is more of a fun round anyway. Let's get risky with it and try to get lucky. Yeah, not getting lucky. Not getting lucky. Let's go bunker to bunker, baby.
Shots looking like.
Just gonna pull out the approach from the start. I already know I want the spin. Playing around here. We already took eagle out of the equation. Just flubbed up this. I think making that putt ruined our round. As silly as that sounds. All right, so anyway, with some spin right here, should just one hop stop. Sand allows you to have some spin. Looks like we need 7 yards. 7. And then the wind. Play like 4. And then we got a orange red slope to the left. And then an upslope, so we need to add a yard. Maybe just a hair more. All right, and just kind of hope it bounces up there. Oh, be good.
Oh, almost in the bucket.
Yeah, we'll take that from going sand to sand to having this for birdie. These greens are tough, though. These greens are pretty diabolical in this round. I'm not going to lie. These make you think. Maybe there? I don't know. I don't want to get too risky with it. Slight underswing, but hey, went in the hole. Went in the hole. That's all you can really care for.
A 2-stroke advantage at the
And
moment.
other than that,
We've
we're in
got
the
a
hole.
headwind blowing in our face on this one.
All right, got a wind in our face. They're firm, so it's going to kick up there, but then they're slow, so they're going to stop. Right around there. And we need more. Afraid that's not enough. I mean, if we let it kind of roll out, let's see. Yeah, it's going to come higher. I think if we hit this with it flighted a little bit, it should be a decent shot. Just need to overswing a little bit. I'll normally say to club up, and I may regret my words here shortly, but we're going to find out. Got a good swing on it. Could be really good. Could be short. That was kind of my worry. Yeah. Figured I'd get a little more forward kick, but hey, nothing hurt here.
Breaking to the left.
Sorry. It's going to go left, obviously. You're going to hit it hard because they're slower, so it's not going to break much until kind of the end. I've almost missed high side a couple times, so let's take a little off.
Looking good.
Yeah, just like that.
That shot was a beauty. 1-stroke lead.
All right, so 14 under for Pretzel. That's one of my buddies too. He's a really good player, platinum player. The guy that runs the society, Night Train D. Was a platinum player, chose to relegate himself down to elite. Found it more fun. I don't hardly play TGC as much as I used to. It's good. It's good if you want to, suffer from time to time. I mean that with all my heart. But the suffering sometimes is just a lot. Which I'm going to start playing it again once they go to the next season. Anyway, down 10, 8-mile-an-hour wind. Going to give it some backspin so that it doesn't roll out that hill too much. Yes, backspin does affect your rollout.
This drive is moving.
If you ever see me drive a green, you'll see what I mean.
Out. 5 strokes from the lead.
It'll bounce, and then it'll kind of check hop. It's actually really cool. All right, just a little bit of backspin, almost to the edge of the ball. It's typically where I like to go. Let's see. Right around here, up a little. It's gonna hop forward. We'd rather be short of the hole, so let's plan on the hop there. Just a little bit more. 6-ish is what I'm going to play on the wind because it's not a full swing. A little bit of an underswing, but I upped the rhythm, so it should be dang near perfect.
Nice work. That.
Just right below the hole. Easy putt up the hill.
And this one is for the birdie.
Don't overthink it.
Oh my. This one's just a 3-footer.
Did I? I'm a little baffled.
Okay, we're moving. We're moving to the next.
Did I do something? I'm going to have to watch that back later.
All right,
But
9 under is your score. Careful
I
up
either
here.
moved the ball, I either
Right to
played,
left.
did the stupidest thing possible, and moved with my foot lie. Yeah, like would have, yeah. Yeah, don't, you know what? I'm just confused. I made a putt that baffled me. Now I'm more baffled. Let's just not bogey this baffle. Let's just walk back in here. Make a good putt, or we're not struggling over here. Make a good swing, get your drive down
Came onto
there.
that one. Look at that fly.
Get you looking at the
This is
green
about
here.
160.
160 in, pretty
5
severe
strokes off the
right to
lead.
left. I'm going to put a fade into that wind just some to hold it up. Got a backstop back here, so not too worried about the hop forward. Just really want to play it decently well here. Play a little right of it with the wind and everything. 1, 2, 3, 4 down. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Somewhere around there. Foot slope's going to be a little bit down slope, a yard there, and just put a good swing on it. You know, I opened it.
And we're going right.
Opened it more than I
pin.
pulled it. So that's going to affect your shot, obviously, but I don't have the best swing on right now, but we're getting by here. We're not having a bad round. This is tough pins, tough course. All right, so this chip, I mean, I'm going to play it a little longer with a little bit of backspin. And just like right here. God, I played it too much.
Man, would have loved to see that chip.
Really thought that foot lie was going to pull me down there.
Need this to go, this to save par.
Oh, well, it happens.
Okay, safely home with that putt. And
It's
after
funny,
that,
I'm
5 strokes
not
away from
struggling with
leader.
the tough putts. I'm struggling with the other aspects of the
All right,
game.
here's the par 3 15th hole.
All right. So we got right to left wind. Straighten our shot. Give it backspin because you're hitting a 2-iron. It's going to roll out. Play a little right of the hole here. Fat side of the green, and the slope runs that way. Down 4. 8, 9. Somewhere around there. Maybe just a hair more. And I'm going to give it just a little bit of fade. I know you can't see it, but I'm putting a little bit of fade on there. Gosh, I got the pulls a little bit all of a sudden, but that's okay. We're just going to be a little more in line than what we set up. If that just settles.
Just right by the hole.
I mean, you can't be mad with that.
It's a birdie for you.
Long par 3. Get yourself a 9-foot birdie opportunity. It's downhill, going to break a little. Maybe not quite that much, like right there. Yep, there we go.
Nice putt. That'll drop on in.
Knock her
We
in
head down
there.
the final stretch now.
That 8th hole is going to hurt. You know, that could have been just 11 under. Had some opportunities coming in to really compete. But it's all right. You know, we're still having a good round. It's just tough conditions. Not executed on the greens or around the greens like I needed to.
Here on the 16th.
That lag putt's going to haunt my dreams. All right, no chance to really go for anything cued here. I mean, I guess you could try to drive over here, but there's no real advantage. So we're just going to hit a 3-wood out here in the middle. We can hit a driver. We'll just hit a driver here. You know, you really just want to land kind of right here. 7. Pull back just a hair. And yeah, you don't need to overswing that one.
Should be in the fairway.
You're just letting the slope take it over here.
Alrighty.
And then just getting yourself the shortest shot in without risking anything crazy. All right, you've got a false front here. Definitely want to be mindful of that. Wind into, so it's going to make you want to end up short. Went ahead and grabbed my 9-iron. Up 3. 8. Go a little hair longer. Going to fade it left off this lie. Upslope's going to hit it further and more, or higher and more into that wind. So add 2. And then just Try not to overswing this one. I didn't put a good swing on it. Footlie didn't do quite as much as we thought,
Yep,
but we don't
good
have to
little
mess
drop
with
shot.
that
Good work.
false front there.
This one's a 10-foot putt.
Get a 10-foot
So
putt.
looks like it's breaking to the left.
Okay. A little down slope. Gonna add just a hair. It's down more than the last one was, so it will break a little bit more. So there at the end, it should want to curl here.
Oh, it's getting there.
And there we go.
And after that, when you're sitting at 11
These
under.
greens are pretty tricky, but we've made a few good ones. We just not made a lot of good ones.
All right, here
And
we
that's
go.
kind of
Number
been the
17.
difference
This one's
in
a par
this
five.
round versus, another round. All right, so no advantage to really power driving this. No advantage to hitting driver. Just hit a 3-wood out here. Let the wind kind of carry it to the center of the fairway.
Tee shots looking fairway bound.
I mean, you can flirt with those bunkers
we are
more to get a
about
shorter shot in, but
5 yards out from here.
I could have maybe overswung. Instead, I'm going to play, a safer approach shot. I just want an eagle look is really how I'm playing this whole play. Luckily there's not a lot of elevation. I can flight this ball quite a bit. If I push it a little bit, I should be by the pin. If I hit it perfect, I should stay, be around here somewhere. Just a lot of variables to consider here. 7. Probably not playing enough wind, but that water scares me. Down slope a little bit, but water scares me. Water scares me. I mean, it's a pull over swing, so it's going to barely clear, thank goodness, but it's on the wrong side.
Nicely done.
Wrong side.
And on an under regulation, mind
We
you.
got an eagle look, though. Could
If we
really
can
use
miss,
this.
That'll be for eagle.
Could
This one's
really
going
use
left
this.
to right. Pretty hard, too.
See here. And you're hitting it fairly hard, but then it's going to trickle down. It's going to want to break at the end more than at the beginning. It's like here, probably. Just a hair more. Man, that went so hard. Yeah, that ain't going to come back.
Ooh, that's too bad.
It's all right.
Here comes a 4-footer.
Just wanted to look at it,
Current leader. And
That's all you can do is really get a look at it. All right, that's through 17.
Teeing off now in a long par 4.
All right, here's a tricky par 4. Yeah, we're just going to play her safe back here. You start flirting with these hills, and you can really mess something up. Let's not hit a stinger, though. Let's hit a 3-wood. All right. And let the wind fade it into that. Just kind of, give it a little backspins to eliminate some rollout here. Just hope the fairway doesn't screw you too much. I did not swing good on that, but if you're going to miss there, it's the rough is the miss.
Okay, green is elevated.
Yeah, that was a really bad swing. I got lazy and rushed it. Anyway, 6-iron, straight uphill, straight up slope, downwind though. So it's going to be flighted pretty high, and it's going to want to spin more because of the upslope, but the downwind's going to counteract a lot of that. So go to 201, 7-mile-an-hour wind roughly, red slope. It's pretty severe. Rather favor center green than, because I'm on a hump, as you can see, so it's hard to say where the game's dictating mine. And then add 3 yards for the yellow just because there's so many variables involved. That was better, but I closed it, which is fine as long as it bounces up there. Hit the pin.
Oh my!
That'd have been a nice way to end her with an eagle. Instead, we got a tough
Final
birdie
score
putt.
of 58. So it looks like it's moving a bit to the right here.
Got one moving to the right. Kind of a downslope. Just gonna add a smidge. foot lie is the most important thing to dictate this. It's going to go pretty hard right immediately.
This putt's tracking.
And boom,
Well
just like
done
that.
today, finishing this
13, one shy of the lead, I believe. So,
And as this
hey,
putt
we'll
comes
call it a
to
day. That was some
14
tough
on this
greens.
par.
Thanks for tuning in.
And that's
Appreciate all the
gonna do
support.
it for us here
Love you
today.
guys.
Thank
I'll catch you in the next
so
one.
much for the round of
Peace.
golf.
Oh, like and sub.
Hopefully you
Come on, help a brother out. Love y'all.